Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the RoBuilder YouTube channel. Today we're hopping back into recreating one of my games like 2 years later. Okay, what's up with this tree right here, bro? You got to chill. You could be hanging off the side a little bit. I don't mind. All right, but you guys to chill out a little bit. Now we have the spawn created, as you can see, and the UI is placed in. This is the same UI from the last game. Not sure if I'm getting new UI or just gonna change out the vectors on this UI. Not exactly sure what I'm gonna do yet, but it does look pretty good to me, okay? Vectors can use some work, but other than that, it's looking pretty nice. So, since we got the spawn done, up next will be the next zone. And if we go back to the first slingshot simulator, right when you get out of this beautiful spawn, okay, you get greeted with a cave, all right? Now, this cave is mostly dirt colored. I think I'm gonna go gray for the next one. A grayscale. I might do dirt again. Not exactly sure. But we'll just have to figure it out. This looks sick, though. I really did like this one, all right? Like, I mean, you know, we could do better, I think. But, yeah, up next is the cave. And for the next game, Slingshot Legend, Slingshot Champion, Slingshot Simulator 2, I don't know what we're going to call it yet. I'm going to go ahead, and instead of making them doors to the next place, we're going to just use portals, so we don't have to connect the zones in any sort of way like that. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and we'll be right back. All right, first little check-in, guys. Here's what I got, okay? So, first spawn map is 750 by 750, and this one's 500 by 500, including this space. Like, so if I remove this, it would still be 500 by 500, but this is gonna be like the entrance, I guess you could say. I could probably scale that down quite a bit and bring it up a little so it's over these, and that'll probably be just as good. But we'll have this open, kind of. The portal will be right here, and then you'll go into this cave. So if you're standing down here, I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to build into it and just hope it starts looking better. I'm horrible at all caves. I'm horrible. Funky did most of the cave in the first game. Like, I'ma just be 100% honest. I'm so bad. All right, guys. So I've made a bit of progress. Here's how it's looking. Let me go ahead and unselect everything. All right. So you'll come in right over here. Okay. My main goal was to get all these sharp edges where like bricks will meet each other. So like walls to ceiling, wall to wall, every sharp edge like that, and kind of get them out of here. Okay. So there's none at the bottom. There's still the ones at the top, which I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do yet. I did line the whole thing in these rocks, recolor, resize, everything like that. It looked horrible, so I decided not to do that. Anyways, you'll enter in right here, and then boom, you'll come in, you'll see this big cave. I mean, I would assume it's pretty big compared to a character. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, you definitely, so you're this big. Like, yeah, I think it'll do the trick. I think it'll do the trick. And then we got these big rocks in here, which I don't know if I quite want those. I think the small guy's pretty cool, and then maybe a few more of the like these smaller ones around. I think that looks way better than having all the rocks, so I'm just gonna sink this guy down too. We can maybe put like targets on these or something, but I'm gonna continue. I'll go ahead, finish up the layout, and then I'll check back in, and then we'll try to get some textures going down to make things look a lot better. All right, guys, welcome back. We're kind of killing the game. All right, let me go ahead. Well, not literally killing like the game, because then it'll never come out, but you know, figure of speech. Over here doesn't really look that hot yet, but you know, we're gonna get there, and the portal will definitely help liven it up a lot as well. And in here, I think it's looking pretty good. We have a good amount of color variation. The hard lines on the top, I think what I'm gonna do is grab this guy, Control D and Control RT. There we go. And I'm gonna make it smaller like this, and then stretched like this. All right, and then I'm just gonna throw it on the wall and kind of merge it into everything, and that will get rid of the super harsh angles. And then I can, of course, turn that to go ahead and get the best angle that we're looking for, and make sure we're all the way back here. It's literally just to add a little bit so the roof isn't a harsh angle. And then we're gonna do Control D, Control T. Oh, should we do beams like this, actually? Like, maybe we might actually do like beams like this. I think that looks dope, and it was completely accidental, so I'm hyped. I'm definitely doing it. No one will really be able to see up here, but I think I'm gonna shrink this guy so it can go into it without, there we go. So now it's not poking out the front. I think that looks pretty sick. And then this rock down here, it does have a little bit of clip, but I'll just move the rock forward, and I'll get rid of most of what we're going on down here. So we'll grab this guy, put it right here, Control D, put another one right here, I suppose. That looks pretty good. Control D, all of this, rotate it, bring it over to this side, and drag it over. Do we only have one of the beams? Okay, let me just delete this and re-grab all this stuff. Control D, Control R, there we go. Drag it on over. Perfect. Drag it over this way, and we're just gonna center that along that wall. And of course, we have to bring this out some. I am gonna have to do a little bit of color variation. Like, this wall is smoky gray, and so are these. I think I'm gonna gonna make all of these a bit darker than the walls. So that's probably what I should do, actually. Just to make sure we can actually see them, because if you can't see them, they don't really have that much of a purpose. So I'm gonna go right here, just darken them up just a bit. There we go. Did I grab the roof too? I sure did. I sure did. All right, let's bring that guy back to normal. There we go. Grab these. Nice. Control D. Drag them over to this side. Now, this side's gonna be a bit different. We're probably gonna need 3 pillars. Okay, so let's grab this, stretch it over. And what we're gonna do is grab both pillars, do Control D, and then move them over so they line up in the middle, and then click the middle one and delete. So that just makes it so it's very even overall. And then we're just gonna use like kind of our vision to make sure it's even like here. So this, and this are as close as possible. I think that is pretty good right there. Yo, this is looking nice, actually, guys. I'm not even trying to toot my own horn over here, but dang. All right, rotate this guy. Only gonna need 1 pillar on this wall. It's a very small opening, so we'll just do something like this, and then we're gonna grab the extra of this mesh and just kind of make sure there's not any extra anywhere, honestly. We'll grab this, Control D, and we can definitely liven up back here with it. That's gonna help a lot. It's just like an extra design feature, which is super, super nice. Grab this, put it on this wall. Nice. Maybe out a little more. Control D, R, and put it on this wall as well. I definitely think just that added so much, like I don't even know. I really like how that turned out. Oh, I think my dogs are about to start barking. That's tough. I hope they don't, but if they do, I'm gonna have to cut for a minute. All right, so we got this. I think that did help a ton with the overall aesthetic of the cave. Up next, we're gonna go ahead and grab our textures. So, for the green, I'm gonna copy the texture and spawn. For this, I'm gonna get a rocky texture. I have all these asset packs over here, and real quick, I want to dive into that. So, there was this one guy that jumped into my my Discord, and he was like, I highly disagree with how you promote the use of asset packs or something like that. And I was like, all right, man, let me give you a couple reasons why I do that, okay? So, asset packs. My channel's mainly aimed at new developers, okay? If you have to build all the assets for a map and a whole map, just everything all by yourself, it's kind of daunting. Like, for me even, Buster, chill. For me even, when I was learning Blender, all right, my dogs just went nuts for so long, and I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm not gonna lie. I think, anyways, we were right here. Basically, for a new builder, learning how to make a map and all the assets is very daunting, and I don't want to make anyone shy away from building. So I feel like using asset packs, especially ones that are marked free, is very, very good way to start. We're gonna have to grab all these ones and flip them to the other side. Actually, I'm gonna really do this the easy way. No, I'm not. Not gonna. Wait, can I rotate? Okay, not gonna work. But yeah, main reason, guys, it's just a lot less that you have to learn at the start. That's the main reason I do it. And then the other reason is if I were to build something fully original, show you guys how to build it, it's not going to be fully original, okay? Like, it's simple, point proven. But let me go ahead and get all the textures done, and I'll check back in. All right, guys, just adding textures alone brought this cave from like a 6 to a 9, at least in my personal opinion. Of course, the targets are going to help liven it up a lot as well. Now, all I'm going to add is some crystals around, and I think we can wrap up episode 2 of bringing back my 2-year-old game. All right, guys, we have finally finished up the cave. I added quite a bit of stuff, and I think it's looking pretty sick. And of course, it will look even more full when slingshots are spawning around in the map. So check it out. Boom, you hop in. First things first, you notice I added some crystals, some tree trunks. Is this? Oh no, it's just the weird shading. I thought it was an invisible face, but it's not. We're all good. So you spawn in, there will be a nice portal right here. It'll look awesome and beautiful. And then we have some like staglite, I don't know what it's called, but you know, pointy things on the roof, crystals, and then some tree branches. The only reason, I don't know why I'm lagging so bad. The only reason I did the tree branches is because it was in the first slingshot sim, and I thought it was a good addition, and it must be in remembrance of Mr. Funky Squad, okay? Because that was his idea, so we're keeping it. But here's the cave, guys. That's gonna wrap up episode number 2 of recreating my game from 2 years ago, and I'm super excited. It's gonna be awesome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Later.